Okay, on questions 8 and 9 here. Our goal is to write the polynomial function in standard form. That's where you combine up all your like terms, any like terms combined together, and you write them in decreasing order. So you do the cubes and the squares, then the x's, then the constants. And then you're going to classify them by their name, by the number of terms. Terms will be binomial, trinomial, monomial, binomial, trinomial, and then by degree, which will be constant, linear, quadratic, cubic, whatever matches. Okay, so on number 8, let's start by combining up like terms. We have a cube here and a cube there. So for standard form, y equals, and make sure you put your y equals here. You have 1 and 2, which is 3x cubed, and then you have a minus 2x squared. So from that number of terms, looks like there's 2 terms. So 2 terms, that would be a binomial. And then degree uses the highest exponent that you have, so that's 3, so that's third degree, which would be called cubic. Okay. So on number 9, here you want to combine up like terms, but we're going to need to distribute here first. So we get y equals 4x cubed. Now negative 2x times 4x is negative 8x squared. And then negative 2x times positive 2x squared is negative 4x cubed. Okay. And now we're going to combine up like terms, and it would appear that we're going to have a cubic here, but the 4x cubed minus the 4x cubes, those cancel, which is nice. So only thing you're left with is y equals negative 8x squared. And since there's only one term here, that would be a monomial. And then the degree, since this is a second power or second degree, that would be a quadratic. Okay. So that's 8 and 9. We probably have time to get 10 and 11 in this video. So on 10 and 11, here we're just trying to find the zeros and list their multiplicity. And their multiplicity is based off of the exponent. Okay? It's how many times that factor occurs. So a 0, again, is using the zero product property, so that y gets replaced with a 0, and we're looking for what values of x would get you 0 on this side of the equation. So either this is 0, that's 0, or this is 0, and we take them one factor at a time. So x could obviously equal 0. And here, because the power is 2, this has a multiplicity of 2. This factor, you have x minus 1 equals 0, so x would equal 1. And since the power here is 5, this one has a multiplicity of 5. It occurs 5 times. And then this last factor here is x minus 2, that would equal 0, so x would equal 2. And since this power is 6, then this one here has a multiplicity of 6. Now for graphing purposes, you would really want to know that 2 and 6 are even multiplicities, and 5 is odd because 5 is an odd number. Okay. Now on number 11, here, we've got x cubed and of x plus 5 to the 7th. So again, this would be set to 0. So what would get you 0? Obviously, x would equal 0. And then since the power is 3, this has a multiplicity of 3. And then this factor, x plus 5 equals 0, so x equals negative 5. And then this has a multiplicity of 7, since the exponent here is a 7. Okay? So that's the multiplicity.